Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
One thing that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't get enough credit for is his toughness. This is a guy who plays through injuries, but it's also being mentally tough, knowing that everyone's always trying to move him out of the lineup, trying to find a replacement for him, yet he continues to battle and has earned the total respect of his teammates.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Lorenzo Alexander is the ultimate chameleon in the NFL. Has reshaped his body to play different positions. Fullback, defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, special teamer. He's done it all, and now he's reaping the benefits. Fully entrenched as an outside linebacker in the NFL.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down now, Laird. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
He's crashing.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Switch.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
I got you. I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Let's go.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
What we got? What we got?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Devin Singletary. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal.
31-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3rd down here.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Like 20! Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Mike, 49.
Balaj. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's a run with Balaj. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Singletary to get the drive started. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Mike, right there in the middle, 55. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Throwing on second down. Allen, he'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check.
On 1st down, it's scored. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Allen now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
It's our time.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab, and the Bills have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Is under review.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 10, Dolphins 7.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mike 49! I know he ain't got it.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
49, guys. Mike.
They'll run here with Balaj. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. And it's players spot spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. Caught. It's Wilson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Balaj. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go!
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, all day. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
58, my 20! I'm here all day.
From the 27, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
My 20! 58, come on! Cut!
On 1st down, Laird. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen off the bootleg. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Trevor Davis. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
I'm coming after you. Check 99.
On 2nd down, Laird. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Tighten up.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curve.
Throwing now is Allen. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Allen operating from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Hauschka's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete. but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch, but still
No
no
yardage.
yardage. Okay.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
And now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Now Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Allen on first and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Allen again here on second and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Now Allen again. And now another one thrown incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Gore. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On second down now, Singletary, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mike, 50, 55. Now watch run.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
You're not ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Jenkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on second down, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Singletary, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Three buds.
From the 27, Allen, and this is going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Allen off the play fake. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a completion to Wilson. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch 14, watch 14. Single receiver.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Miami.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Parker that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Where's 52? 52's the mic. Here it comes.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Let's go, Floyd. Let's go.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And this is Parker, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big stop, let's go.
Fitzpatrick again. Caught, it's Wilson. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he completes it to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Throwing Fitzpatrick, and Wilson has it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Toward the pylon, caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 2nd down, Singletary. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. He finds his target, John Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go. Do it.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 1st down, Fitzpatrick. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
On 1st down, Singletary. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Allen. He may try and run for this. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he finds Parker here, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go!
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd and goal, Fitzpatrick, the quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So that one will be accepted.
We play to win. Let's go!
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They will run with Singletary. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
The Bills on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fitzpatrick. On the right side open is Gesicki. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Yo. Yo. Hey, 58
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
Fitzpatrick, the old war horse, getting everybody up to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Had his his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Fitzpatrick now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins now down by 16. A little over a minute to go. Somehow they need to come up with a pair of touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick, it's complete to Williams. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.